What's up? Welcome back, Enchanters, to another complete collection series of Jim Shore Disney traditions. And we have, if you haven't already noticed, none other than the complete Sleeping Beauty collection. Yay! This has been by far the most highly requested video from me for future capsule collections. Y'all, this and Aladdin has been like, y'all have been like, where's Aladdin? Where's Sleeping Beauty? We need him. And so here you have it. Now, I was delaying this video in particular for this piece that just arrived. Y'all already saw this in my previous video 3 weeks ago. No, maybe like a month ago, by the time this airs. And so today is September 3rd. It is Labor Day weekend, and I have been super duper busy. And today we actually are getting another shipment, which that video will be recorded before this one releases, and it's the third part of my shipment of our new 2021 Jim Shore pieces. So that's actually my future self will be airing that first, and then followed by this video. So I'm so excited to share with y'all Sleeping Beauty. But before we go ahead and do so, don't forget to subscribe below. It means the world. We have reached over 500 subscribers. I know by the time this video airs, we'll be at a little over 600. So thank you so much for your support. It means the world. To my knowledge, this is the only YouTube channel where you will have an opportunity to check off your pieces for Jim Shore. So don't forget to subscribe. You know, this is where you're going to see all the pieces. I'm going to share my guesstimate of what the current markup value is in the secondary market, what pieces you could still find, and a little history about the pieces as well to support you with your collection, as many of you are starting your collections with Jim Shore. So before we continue, we do have a giveaway once we reach 1,000 subscribers, so let's check that out. And don't forget about our incredible giveaway that we're having. This is for reaching 1,000 subscribers. The moment we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing this incredible giveaway, which is the 100-Acre Caper Adventure Winnie the Pooh piece. In order to be eligible to earn this giveaway, you must be subscribed to our channel. You must like our videos, and every video that you comment under and that you share, you get multiple entries. So if you share our video, you get 2 entries, and for every time that you comment on any of my videos, beginning from the months of July through once we get to the 1,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the conclusion of August. Fingers crossed, with your support we'll get there. You will be receiving an entry. So you get 2 entries for sharing the video, shared on any of your platforms, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere on social media, Instagram, and if every time you comment on any of our videos and you engage with me, you also get an entry. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. As you zoom in, it's one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh Jim Shore pieces ever made. It's this beautiful tree bark, Winnie reaching inside the tree to gather some honey. There's the little details with the bees, and then you have his best friends, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore, all supporting him on this venture. It is absolutely adorable, and I can't wait for someone to earn this. So may the odds forever be in your favor, and let's get back to our video. I can't wait to see who wins the 100-Acre Caper Adventure Winnie the Pooh piece. Can't wait. That giveaway will happen once we reach 1,000 subscribers, as mentioned in the video. And right after that, we are doing another giveaway at the 2,000 subscriber milestone. So I'm so excited. We're going to keep doing it at every 1,000 subscriber milestone. So if you love what you see, keep watching. And we also do unboxings of so many other things. I have so many new products coming out and new collectibles, and I'm so excited to share them with you all. So let's go ahead and dive in to the very first piece ever made. I'd like to say this is the first piece. I'm almost 100% sure. If it's not this piece, it's a few others we're about to mention as well, but they roughly came out around the same time. And it starts off with the Disney Princess Collection, and this one is called True Love's Kiss. And Jim made many of the princesses in this pose. They're my favorite poses he's ever done the princess in, and now we also are getting the princesses in the masterpiece collections. If you've seen the previous Belle video, so I'm excited to see what Aurora is going to look like in that piece. And as you zoom in on the details, I want to start with the bottom base. The roses and like the rose petals and the vines at the bottom. Oh my god, it's absolutely gorgeous piece. Her face looks gorgeous. I love that we got her iconic necklace and her tiara. Aurora is my favorite princess, by the way. Sleeping Beauty is one of my favorite movies. My favorite Disney scene of all time is when the fairies are creating her dress and Fauna is making her cake. That for me is like the most iconic Disney scene ever, and I wish we had a piece like that. But never. And Aurora is, in my opinion, like she's my favorite princess. She's just so freaking gorgeous. I mean, she was gifted with a voice, looks. I mean, like she was literally gifted that. So maybe I'm too shallow, but I think she's my favorite princess. I just love her so much. And what I love about this piece as well is this is classic Jim Shore. So you have the rose mauling details on her sleeves, on the upper portion of the bodice area of her dress, all around, and then the center you have this iconic two-dimensional scene from the movie where Prince Philip is kissing Aurora and waking her up from True Love's first kiss. What's really cool about this piece is that Jim didn't realize is that her actual, if you zoom in, she's wearing a pink dress, and in the scene she actually has on her blue dress, not the pink dress. So this piece actually has the pink dress, which is not congruent with the movie because she wears a blue dress when he wakes her. So I think it's a little fun fact. So there you have it. This piece, when it launched, it was about $60, $75, and now on the secondary market it goes for about $200. $180, $200 is what you can find it for. If you're lucky, you can find it still for $150. Not the most impossible piece to find, but it's becoming more difficult because a lot of people want to collect these. So there you have it. We are going to remove her from here and set her down. And we do have some pieces back here. And by the way, excuse the clutter back here. I am shipping some stuff out this weekend, and I've been super busy with my actual business. And so yeah, and then here we have some extra pieces that are still available. Go check it out. This piece did sell out already, but go check it out. Go to Disney on Display, and under the search engine of the group, type my name, Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. That's with a J. Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. And when you type that, you're going to see my most recent post. I'm getting new shipments come in. And so just type that, and today, Thursday, I'm uploading those pictures onto the group. So go check it out. I've knocked down like $5 off the MSRP price, no tax, free shipping. You can't find these pieces cheaper. I have been told that I am selling them right now at the cheapest. So I only have one of each. So go check out what I still have available, because they are flying out fast. So let's go ahead and move in to the next piece in the collection. So again, my memory here is a little skewed, so we're going to go with this one, which is probably like, I think this is the most expensive piece in the entire series of Sleeping Beauty. And this piece is Three Fairies, A Dance for Dreamers. Now, I do not have my ring light today, so I'd love to hear your feedback. I always do my videos with a ring light. My ring light got damaged, so I don't have one. So I had a flood. I mentioned this in my Pokemon video. I had a flood on, what was it? It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, on September 1st. Oh, Hurricane Ida came by New York, and I had a leak, and that leak created a massive flood here, and only in my collector's room. Thank the heavens nothing was damaged. I had all these boxes prepped because these are stuff I have to ship out to these were purchased products from my team members with my business, and everything was ready to go. And I literally had packed it that day. It leaves this week and I ship it out, and the water like just barely got, barely by like an inch, missed that. All my collectibles, all of that, thank God it did not get up to there. It was back here. And I gotta really thank my lucky stars that nothing was damaged. And I do have collector's insurance, but insurance is great, but if you can't replace your figures, that sucks. So here we are. Enough storytelling, because that's not why you're here. We're here to talk about the most coveted piece in the entire collection. My God, do I love this piece. And if I would have known the value of this would have skyrocketed, I would have stocked up on this. This piece, when it launched, was about $80, I believe. And honestly, it is a stunning piece. It also has mixed media in it. It has one, two, three, four forms of mixed media in it. We're going to discuss that in a moment. And it's the three fairies. And they are, it's that final scene in the movie where they're up on the balcony and Merryweather and Flora are, alternating Aurora's dress. And that's the final scene of the movie. Now, what's really great about this piece, by the way, this piece now goes into secondary market for about $600 to $800 is what I've been seeing it for. Around $750 is the median, is what you're going to pay for this. Again, you may get very lucky, and you may happen to stumble across it at a garage sale or someone on Facebook Market app who's probably getting rid of it. But what I love about this piece is it has a musical chime. And as you zoom in, it has an LED light. How stunning. So on her backside, her dress is pink. And as she's dancing with Prince Philip, the front version of her is her blue dress. I mean, Jim does not make pieces like this anymore. This is like, if you want to think like the creme de la creme, like the golden era of Disney Jim Shore, it was this piece. This piece was also launched around the almost third year of his launch. So this piece came out around 2008, 2007. I mean, it's just breathtaking. It's ranked within one of my top 10 favorite pieces ever made. I get that question a lot. What are your favorite pieces? This is one of them. What's really great about this as well is the mixed media. So the fairies have their wands. So their wands are made of mixed media. And their wings are made of this clear resin with a little bit of sparks of glitter. What I also love about this is their faces are so true. Like when you zoom in on the fairies' faces, they are so true to the movie. And then the best part about this piece is that it is a 360 piece. And it's the first time that we ever feature Maleficent. So Maleficent has become overkill in this series, but first time you ever feature Maleficent is right here. So it's like this mural, the back, and here you have Maleficent. And then you have in the center this scene where Aurora's dancing with the pets, and they've confiscated Prince Philip's attire. And in the final scene, you have Prince Philip awakening Aurora from the spell. And also in this piece, she's wearing a pink dress. I don't think Jim at the time was present to the fact that the dress was blue, not pink. So you see it here, and it's the last time you see it. So there you have it. A beautiful piece. They don't make mixed... This right now, if Jim made a piece like this that had a musical chime, that was a 360, that used various mixed media and lit up, you'd pay like $150, $200 for it. For the piece like this, easily $200. It's gotten so expensive. And the reason being is because, what Jim is creating now, he just has... When one manufacturer, when it hits one factory, and the factory just has to mold it and paint it and box it, the cost is going to be cheaper on the product. When this has to be sent out to, different factories, which like a piece like this was produced in like one or two factories before it made it to the final factory and which it was painted and then boxed, it's going to cost a lot more. So at the time, they were still quite affordable, even these big pieces, but nowadays, it's not possible. So that's why you don't see pieces like this anymore. Honestly, this is, again, as I mentioned, one of my top 10 most favorite pieces, and I really wanted to focus a lot of my time speaking into this piece because it deserves it. Followed by this piece, we had a few other pieces. This is one of them. This is one of the very first Disney princess pieces, and I think this is the last one that I get to wrap up because I've done the other ones. This is called Princess of Beauty, and as you zoom in, it's part of the Carousel collection, and it's Aurora with Prince Philip's dog. a dog, horse. This series contained 5 princesses from Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora. It contained Ariel and Belle. We've done them all except her, so she wraps up the collection, and it is absolutely stunning. Again, this is iconic, classic Jim Shorey. The rose mauling details is so beautiful. I love this base. You have Aurora here in her pink dress. It is just absolutely stunning, 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 stunning. I love this piece so much. I love that the horse has so much attention to detail, and how he was able to do this with gravity and have this piece be so wide is just immaculate. This piece retailed when it first came out was about $60, $50, and now it retails for about like $150 in the secondary market. The Carousel Pieces are the most difficult princess pieces to come across, and so is the carousel itself. It does show up quite often, but it usually goes up for like $800 to $1,000, that carousel piece. And I was asked the other day how much the whole collection would be worth, and it would be a little under like $1,800 to $2,000 for the carousel unit, and then the 5 princesses. Ariel being the hardest one to come across. So there you have it. And by the way, they were all equally made of the same amount, but Ariel's a more popular princess, as I mentioned before, making her more difficult. The next piece that launched was this one. And this one right here features, it's called Aurora and Prince Philip. It's part of the Disney Princess Collection. And this collection right here was another display. It's a castle display in the background. It's no one's castle in particular, not that I can think of. It's like this pastel, lavender, purple, and ivory castle. And then you can purchase up to 5 of the princesses with their princes. The first time he featured a Princess Prince collection. And as you zoom in, again, she's wearing her pink dress. She's staring into Prince Philip's eyes, and even though this piece is so small, it is so beautiful and so detailed. This is the second time, this is the third time we see Prince Philip, but the first time we have Prince Philip in an actual full size, because we only saw him in the 2D versions before in the 2 previous pieces I shared with y'all. Love this piece. Some of the other pieces in this collection is Belle and Beast. Another piece in this collection as well is Cinderella and Prince Charming. We have Ariel and Prince Eric. We have Snow and the Prince. And last but certainly not least, which is the other princess? I said Belle, Aurora, Ariel, Cinderella, and Snow White. Yeah, there we go. So those are the 5 princess sets that you can purchase for that piece. Yay! Following this piece, the next piece was this one. And this one was part of the Disney Princess Sonata collection. Again, these 3 collections are quite iconic. And this one is called Beautiful as a Rose. As you zoom in, you have Aurora in this slender figure. She's absolutely gorgeous here. Her face does look a little distorted in this, and it's mainly her eyeliner. It just really is a really pronounced black eyeliner, which isn't true. But nevertheless, beautiful piece. She's holding a bouquet of roses. And this piece is intended to go on top of a sonata. And every princess that you place on top of the sonata ends up singing a song from their movie, which is pretty cool. They have like this special magnet that triggers a different song in the sonata. We have those pieces in that collection is Belle, Ariel, Aurora, Cinderella, Jasmine, and Tiana. It was the first time we ever got a Jasmine and Tiana piece too, which is pretty epic. So there you have it. This piece retailed when it first came out for like $45, $50. Now it retails for about $150. Yay! Now we're going to go to the first time we get a full-size Maleficent piece in the collection. And probably, I would say this piece is the second most expensive piece out of the entire series. Yeah, it is. And this one is called Maleficent and the Dragon. I featured this piece and that fairy piece in my previous video. If you had never checked it out, it's one of my most popular videos ever made on my channel. It's the top 20 most expensive Disney figures ever made. This is one of them. It is absolutely gorgeous. It features, as you can see in the front, you have Maleficent, and which is actually considered the back. She is raising her hands, and this is that final scene where she's going to go into battle with Prince Philip. It is absolutely stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. It's so freaking gorge. I love this piece so much. It's my favorite villain's piece. One of my favorites. I think Captain Hook is my favorite villain's piece. One of my favorite villains. They're such great iconic villain pieces, but nevertheless, it's my favorite Maleficent villains piece ever made. Beautiful piece, and when you turn it around, it's her transformed as the dragon. How iconic is this? And this piece right here, this dragon right here, you have that final scene where Prince Philip is going through the vines to encounter the dragon and awaken Aurora from the spell. This piece is a light up piece, and so as you could see right there, his eyes light up. Not sure if you could tell as you zoom in, but his eyes do light up. Her eyes, I forget the dragon is Maleficent, she's a female. So her eyes do light up. And it is a freaking gorgeous piece. And I think this is the first time we have Maleficent transformed as the dragon featured in a piece. This piece, when it first came out, it retailed for almost $80. Yeah, $80, and the price went up drastically now. I mean, this piece, if you want it, it's going to cost you like $500, $600. So they already have it. Followed by that, my memory gets distorted. I want to be so true. I would like to say it was this one, yeah. Is this Maleficent piece. Now, we did this piece in our villains video, and this too is a light up piece. I just lit it up. It's a very subtle light up piece. And it is the dragon's, Maleficent dragon's eyes light up on this piece as well. This piece does have a mixed media piece where the staff with her crow does come out. And it does move around. Right here, you have the scene where Maleficent, as she's opening her cloak, you see the dragon right there. This is the second time we see the dragon featured in a piece. This piece is absolutely stunning. I love this piece so much. Now, this piece is still quite easy to find in the secondary market. You can easily find this piece for about like under $100. When it first launched, it was like $80, and you can still find it for a little under $100. It hasn't become difficult to come across, even though it's an older piece. So there you have it. Let's turn off the battery here. Yay! Hold on. Yay. Following that piece, Jim has made a few other pieces, and here my memory's going to get a little distorted, so bear with me. And this is where this era right here was when everything changed for Disney Traditions, because the old manufacturer who was making a lot of these pieces, they switched over, and this is where I like to say was the era where a lot of the pieces started to downgrade, and it really was with this piece right here. This is a carved by the heart piece, and it's called Once Upon a Dream. Now, let me be honest with you. This piece is one of the most expensive carved by the heart pieces. Pinocchio, the Aurora piece, very expensive carved by the heart pieces. They're highly sought after. The reason why I did not like this so much is, by the way, the base I love. It is absolutely gorgeous. What I don't like so much is her portrait. Her portrait is the least accurate of all of her portraits. I'm not a fan of it. Her hand looks very sloppy as well. The paint job looks a little sloppy. I do like the quilted pattern right here on her dress. I love the bunnies. I love the owl, the birds. I mean, the squirrel at the top of the head. It's absolutely gorgeous. But for some reason, something's off with this piece, and it has everything to do with her. It is nevertheless a stunning piece. When this piece launched, it was like $80. It now retails for close to like $250, $300. It's become very difficult to come across. And it's a much smaller base from the carved by the heart. And it's like, he started with the carved by the heart where it had like this is where the carved by the heart pieces now were all fully painted on the bottom, and then the pieces were fully painted. Where when the first ones that came out, like the Snow White and the Sleeping Beauty and the Fantasia, those were like water washed the bottom, and then they transitioned to a more vivid color. So And this is also the time when this set right here, we no longer were getting these pieces in the blue and red box. This is when they started coming out in the all red boxes. But when this is one of those first pieces that were launched in just nothing but the red and blue, the red box. He did not make a second edition of this, making it more difficult to come across. And I believe this came out in around 2012 was when that change happened. 2012, 2013. I don't quite remember too vividly, or 2014. At the same time when this piece came out, so did this one. The Wicked, we've shown you this piece in previous videos. It's called Wicked, and it's Maleficent with her crow. Let's just scoop this one over. And it says Wicked. Still quite common to come across. If you go to fantasiescometrue.com, they still carry this piece. Quite relatively affordable. They also made Cruella and the Evil Queen from Snow White as well. And this piece came out during that same time. And this one right here is the storybook piece, and it's called Enchanted Kiss. This piece has grown in value as well. It's called Sleeping Beauty, as you can see the movie title in the back. And finally, we get her in her iconic blue dress. So she is laying in bed in her blue dress, and this is that final scene in the movie where Prince Philip awakens Aurora from the spell. And I love the front says, awakened by an enchanted kiss. So I do love that detail as well. Beautiful piece. This one retails for like about $150 right now, $125 in the secondary market. Now, following that piece, we got this one. This one took me some time to get because this came out around 2016, and it was the year that I stopped collecting. And it's called Forces of Evil. It's actually a piece that came out before this, but we'll show it afterwards. Yay! So this piece right here is the first time we see a Carved by the Heart featuring just a villain. So Sleeping Beauty is the only movie that got two Carved by the Hearts. So here it has her and all of her henchmen, gremlins, as she's sitting on her throne. And it's considered a throne piece, even though it's a lot smaller in size, and it's a Carved by the Heart. On the back, you have all the vines from that final scene, and she just looks so badass. This piece retails, when I purchased it, it was $125, and I was like, that's what it was trending for, like $125, $150. This piece now goes for like about $175, a little under $200. And again, the name of this piece is Forces of Evil. I love this. It's the only time you ever feature her little minions. Furthering that piece, we also have this piece right over here. And I believe this piece came out before that one, and it's called Once Upon a Kingdom. And this one right here was part of the Disney Princess Castle collections, and it featured all the princesses with their castles in the background. So these retailed for about $50 each, and now these did get a reissue. And not all, some of them did. And now you can find them for a little under maybe $90 each. $80. Sorry. And some of the other princesses were Rapunzel, Belle, and Anna, Elsa, Ariel, Snow, Cinderella as well. Were some of the other pieces in this collection. Following that, we had the 60th anniversary, and this was exclusive only to Disneyland. So it was the 60th anniversary of Disneyland, and this is one of the rarest, I'd like to say one of the rarest, not the rarest, but one of the rarest park exclusive pieces ever. It's a tribute to Disneyland's Diamond Celebration, the 60th anniversary. It's the only other time we got Aurora in her blue dress. And what I loved about that year was the theme was like a blue and diamond. So what's really awesome about this piece is they have her in her blue dress. And again, Disneyland features her castle, right? And so it is an iconic piece. What I love is the lace detailing on the bottom of the dress. I love the rose mauling details with the little florals. I love that quilted diamond pattern around her dress. And what I love about the center of the dress, it's Walt turning his back as he's entering Disneyland with Mickey holding his hand. Such a beautiful piece. This is a very difficult piece to come across. If you're going to come across it, you're going to pay about $250 for it at minimum. $200 if you're lucky. $300 if you're desperate. Again, it has her portrait looks stunning, but what I love about this piece is it also has a faux Swarovski crystal right on her crown because it's part of that diamond collection that came out that year. Very sought after. Only ever got one release. If you were at the parks during that like 1 month launch, it was still available. After that, it never became available, and they didn't do reissues on it because it celebrates that one anniversary. You want this piece. If you do come across anything under 300, get it. This piece is increasingly going up in value. It's highly sought after. So there you have it. The retail value for this, I believe, was $70. Now we mentioned Disney Park piece, and this piece came out way before that, way before some of these pieces, and it is the Sleeping Beauty Castle. This one's called True Love's Castle. This is also an Art of Disney Park exclusive. This piece you could have purchased at some of the Disney stores carried them. Disneyland and Disney World carry them as well. No other parks around, in either Tokyo Disney or Disney Paris did not carry this piece. But it was a Park and Disney store exclusive here in the States. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Y'all have seen me do this piece, I think, 2 other times already. I love it. It's ranked within my top 20 most expensive pieces. This piece on average goes for like about $600. It is fragile, so you want to be delicate with some of these towers because you can find it in a secondary market, but it does come damaged many times. And what's really awesome is it features Aurora in her back of a castle with the 3 fairies on the bottom. Super, super cute piece. This piece launched for like about $100 when it launched. And again, now it goes for about $600. And it was the second castle piece that we do. Following that, because I know I'm going to forget, we have some ornaments. And the only other ornament, I think we've done all but one more princess here. And we have that video coming up soon, later this year, if we can get to it. Because I already have all my videos. I'm filming all my videos for September and October, and I already have November as well. So I hope this can make it on time for the holidays. And this one right here is Aurora's Snowflake. It's part of the Disney, it's like this Princess Snowflake bundle, and Aurora does have a snowflake. So there you have it. Followed by that, we have another ornament collection piece, and this one right here features Maleficent. It's part of the Disney Villains collection. I don't think I featured this during Snow White, but it does come with the Evil Queen, because I did do that capsule collection. But you also get Maleficent in this piece, Cruella, and Captain Hook. This is considered one of the most expensive ornament sets ever made, like top 3. It's right up there. So there you have it. This one, when it first retailed, it was $80, and now it goes for a whole lot more. Like, that bundle is like close. I've seen it for almost $400. I think that's ridiculous, but it has gone up in price drastically. Aside from that, we do have some other pieces. I want to make sure I do this in order. Okay, yep. We could do this next. Next, we have this piece right here. This celebrated the anniversary of Sleeping Beauty, and it's called Swept Up in the Moment. Actually, no, it did not. Yeah, it did celebrate an anniversary for Sleeping Beauty. I don't quite recall what anniversary year, but it did celebrate it. And it is considered to be the second piece. The only other time that there's a second time that we have Aurora in an all blue dress. So, absolutely stunning piece. It's Prince Philip, and I love him, his portrait. He looks so sexy there. And then you have Aurora, and they're both just gleaming and looking into each other's eyes as that final scene of the movie, and they're waltzing back and forth. This piece retailed for $100, but you can find in the secondary market for about $80 on a good deal, free shipping. Now, this piece was very special because to celebrate the anniversary, for every 9 pieces that he made in a blue dress, he made 1 in a pink dress. Some of you do not know that. Some of you Disney Jim Shore aficionados definitely do know that, but many of you actually don't know that. So it's the only time he's ever done something like this, where literally it was random, luck of the draw. It was a mystery, and you can purchase this, and yours could happen to be pink. Now, what really happened with that, where I don't like when that happens, is when retailers know about those details. Now, some like small retailers had no idea, like Hallmarks probably had no idea. So you could have asked them, how many do you have in stock? You have 3. Can I get all 3 and then open them all at the register and say, you know what, I don't want those 2. I'm going to take the pink one. You lucked out. It was very rare to come across. The pink one, only like when it first launched. In order to get the pink one, you had to buy it in the secondary market. And of course, you knew it wasn't going to be the same price because it is far rarer to come across. I thought I would never own the pink one. And again, this was released in 2017. And I thought I would just never own the pink one. And I actually found it on the secondary market on eBay. It was a women's shelter organization selling it for $150. So I did purchase it for $150. And so here you have the blue. But the rare limited edition one is the pink. Same name, but she comes in a pink dress. And only 1 out of every 10 pieces came in a pink dress. So this is highly sought after. Now, again, you can easily find a secondary market. Maybe if you happen to go to a store and you happen to see this blue one being displayed somewhere, you can ask them, do you have more of these in your back stock? Do you mind, like, how many do you have? Ask, and if they have multiples, ask them to take them out, open them, and if you're lucky and it's this one, take it. But what's even easier is you don't even have to open it because the pink one comes with a certificate of authenticity that says congratulations. And it's the second piece ever to come with a certificate of, the first piece ever to come with this certificate of authenticity. But as you can see, the new masterpiece princesses like the belle also come with their certificate of authenticity. And this is what it says. You've discovered a very special piece from my Disney Traditions collection. Princess Aurora's fairy godmothers, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, have been working their magic and transformed Aurora's blue gown pink. 1 out of every 10 pieces in this open edition showcases Aurora in her beautiful pink gown. Thank your own fairy godmother for this special find. And you get that certificate of authenticity. So, she is absolutely stunning. Again, same exact piece. She's just painted pink. I love it. I wish the original one would have been pink, and because we never see her in blue, the blue one would have been the rare one, but that wasn't the case here. So there you have it. And I'm done with all the pieces back here, so yay. Following that piece, he's released a few others. Now, like, my memory gets to start to kick in. And the next one was this villains collection that featured the villains with a scene on their dress. This is called Malevolent Madness, sorry. And it is none other than Maleficent in her full glory, and as she's spreading her hands, you see this scene of Prince Philip battling the dragon. It's the first time you ever see that scene in the movie. So you have Prince Philip battling the dragon. This piece you can still find in the secondary market for like $65, $70. You can still find it on Amazon as well. Following that piece, we have another princess piece, and this is the princesses with their buddies. And this was the second release to this collection, and it's called Wonder and Wisdom. It's Aurora with Merryweather, and it's such a cute piece. Now, Aurora's portrait isn't the cleanest. It's not like, it doesn't look true to her color, and the color of her dress also is a little off. It's a little too dark for me. It's like Kimberly from Power Rangers pink. It's a little too pink and too dark. But nevertheless, it's a beautiful piece, and it's been going up in value. This one now goes for like $70 in the secondary market. This was part of the collection where all the princesses were their best pals. And so you also have Tiana, Pocahontas, Snow, Cinderella, Rapunzel, Mulan, Belle, and Ariel in this collection. Super cute piece. Following that, we have another princess piece, and this right here features Aurora, and it's called Aurora's Secret Charm. I love this portrait of her, and I love this pose where she's holding out her hand and she's about to receive the crown. I love the way her dress cascades in the back. That's such a beautiful detail. But what's really awesome about this piece, it's a mixed media piece, and it's part of that Disney princess little hidden compartment where if you open this, there's a little translucent resin crown. and she can hold the crown. Again, I don't recommend you do that. It can fall and break. And you can set this back in and seal the dress. This one you can still relatively find quite easily for like $50 in the secondary market. Following that, we have another Disney Princess Personality pose figure, and it is Aurora sitting. You can still relatively find this. These retail for about $26, $28. You can still find this for under $30. And these were made in a second edition. This is called Be True. What's really popular about these is a lot of people, the reason why so many of these were made was because a lot of people buy them for birthday cake toppers. It's a beautiful piece. Y'all have seen me talk about this. They made like every princess in this small piece. Super, super, super cutie. Following this piece, we also have this one. And this one is called Playful Pantomime. And it's part of the White Woodland collection. And it is Aurora in that scene in the forest where she's with her little new animal friends, the owl, the squirrel, the two bunnies, and she's dancing. A beautiful piece. I love this. This is one of my favorite White Woodland, and it's the tallest White Woodland, by the way. It is a very, very, very tall piece. So depending on how big your displays are, you have to be mindful this piece is much taller. Love, love, love this piece. I really hope we get this in a colored form. Jim, if you're watching, I want to see all the White Woodlands paint in their colored version as well. Following that, we have the Disney fairies, the Sleeping Beauty fairies, which are called Royal Guests. Again, this is still quite affordable. You can find in the secondary market for like under $60. It's all three fairies in that final scene as they're experiencing either the beginning scene when Aurora's born or the final scene when she's dancing. Nevertheless, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love it. And it's the only time we actually got the fairies in a standalone piece, was this piece right here. And I love the scale on them. We also have this piece, which is part of the holiday. This piece came out almost 2 years ago. It's called Gifts of Joy. Came out, I believe, in 2019. And it is, it's part of the winter collection where Aurora has gifts in her hand, and they made Snow, Aurora, they made Belle and Cinderella, and they just released, as you saw in my my previous video, my part 1 unboxing of the new Disney receipts this year, they made Ariel and Rapunzel as well. And as you can see, she has 3 colored gifts in her hand, though I'm not happy that this is orange and not red. Like, that kind of pisses me off because she's red, Flora. But you have all 3 gifts for the fairies, a green, a blue, and an orange. Again, that should be red. It shouldn't be orange. Very disappointing with that. Again, attention to detail was not paid with this piece. And the thing is, like, Jim creates his pieces, but then Disney has to verify and confirm them. So when that happens, it's quite disappointing. So there you have it. This piece still retails for $60. You've also seen me do this piece 2 times already. When it first launched last year, this piece came out fall of last year. I did a video earlier in January with this piece. And it's called Sorcery and Serenity. It's part of the Villain and Hero collection. I love Aurora in this piece. I've said it before. Her portrait is absolutely stunning. And it's my favorite portrait of Maleficent as well. Why? Because the color of her complexion is so true to the movie. It's like that mint pistachio green color, like pistachio ice cream color. It is so freaking stunning. Love, love, love this piece. And the way Maleficent is just giving her this side eye is everything. This piece retails for $80. If you're lucky, you can get it for like about $65, $70 if you're lucky. That's the cheapest price you can possibly find it. And again, you can still find it relatively easy in the secondary market. And the last piece on this side is Evil Enchantment. Now, this piece is not a common piece because a lot of people did not purchase it. It's part of the Snow Globe collection where he made a Stitch. By the way, I filmed that video like months ago, and I still haven't been able to air it because we've aired so many other videos, but I already filmed an entire Stitch collection. And Ugh. That Stitch was a $60 piece. This one retailed for $80, and then we had the Lion King, which I also have filmed that video, and I've already filmed it. You're gonna see that soon, and it's a big jumbo water globe. These have become they're still quite easily to find. You're gonna pay $80 for this. If you're lucky, you might pay like 65, 70 for it. If you see it at that price, take it because it's a very heavy piece. Beautiful snow globe piece. As you can see, the vines and then the green flames as she's about to transform into the dragon. And then as you can see, it does have that iridescent glitter within it. Stunning piece. Loves it. And it's the only snow globe piece. We also have this piece. This piece is so freaking stunning. And it's become challenging to come across now. It's called The Spell is Broken. It's a very large piece. I lie. This is the third piece that we have Aurora featured in her blue dress, true to color. So we've only seen it 3 times. And it is Aurora, that moments before, and I love this scene, by the way. It's so iconic. Remember that still in the movie where you just see her face frozen in that still? Literally, he was able to embody that right here. And then you have him leaning towards to wake her up with True Love's first kiss, that enchanted kiss. What I love about this is the bed pedestal, the floral print on the cover. She's holding a rose in her hand, the blue eyeshadow in her eyes as she's frozen, like she's just in this frozen deep sleep. It is so gorgeous. This piece when it launched was $85, which I think was amazing because it should have been $100 because it's very heavy and quite big. It is now going for about $150 in the secondary market. It's becoming difficult to come across. So there you have it. We have like 3 more pieces. This one came out at the same time this one came out in 2019. It's called Candy Curse. It's part of the Disney Villains Halloween collection. And this one right here, what I love about it is her horns. They're like candy corn. I just loved it. It was so iconic. It also came in this staff, and the staff, as you can see, is this pumpkin. Super duper cutie. And then right behind it, you have this autumn color print right down the back and in the front of Maleficent right there. This piece retailed for $60. You could still find it for $60, $50. It's not difficult to come across in the secondary market. 2 more pieces left. This one celebrated the anniversary of Sleeping Beauty, and it's called Beauty Rare. I don't know the anniversary. I think it might be 60 years. I don't recall. And it's that part. It's one of my all-time favorite pieces in the collection because it is so freaking beautiful. It's that scene in the forest, right where she meets the animals before they spot Prince Philip and steal his attire, and she has her basket and she's just interacting. But what I love about this is the scene. Her foot is over the little lake. She's about to get her feet wet, and the innocence of the animals is just so breathtaking. The only thing I wish we had a little bit more here was one more animal, and that is the other rabbit. But nevertheless, a stunning, stunning, stunning piece. The way her leg just cascades is so beautiful. And the final piece to this collection is none other than the most recent piece that just launched last week. I already sold this, so it's not available right now on Disney On Display. I sold mine. And this one is True Love's Kiss. So if you've seen our previous video, you've seen this. But if you're watching this video for the first time, this is us featuring it. And this is the reason why this video has been delayed for such a long time. And it is this headpiece collection of Maleficent's head. Beautiful detailing in the back with the rose mauling and that lavender lilac bluish hue to it. And then right here we feature Aurora laying in bed with her blue dress, as it should be, and the dragon portrait at the very back of the scene. It is a beautiful piece. This piece retails for about $110, MSRP price. Brand new, it just released. If you can get it for $100 free shipping, go for it, because I don't think it's going to be cheaper than that. And there you have it. This completes our Disney Sleeping Beauty full collection with Disney Traditions Jim Shore, while at the Tongue Twister. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping I got every piece, because lately I've been like finishing a video and being like, wait a minute, and I am missing a piece. There is also the portrait. You've seen it before. It's a little photo frame, and it has Cinderella, Snow White, and it has Aurora in it. It's the blue little frame I featured before. It's a picture frame. That's the only other piece because I'm seeing it directly across from me right now, and I'm like, oh. That's the last time we'll feature that because it has those 3 princesses in it. But aside from that, I think I did good. We have every single piece here. So I hope you found this video enjoyable. Hopefully you saw some pieces you've never seen before and you want to add them to your grail list. You have an idea of the price points as well. And I just want you to have an amazing, amazing, amazing week. We will be, hopefully, if I don't have a new shipment come in, the next video next week. And again, if it's not, it's because a new shipment came in, and new shipments always take priority. Is going to be the Aladdin. Yes, I know, finally. The brand new Aladdin full capsule collections. I know it's been highly sought after. And it's definitely launching in September. You have my promise. So stay blessed, stay amazing. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.